It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Michael Mayer. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Raiders and the Falcons, all that and more, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's all about divisional matchups on this. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 2nd and 10. Ritter to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, here's Ritter. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
On first down, McCann, 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And the Raiders have got him. Marcus Epps, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Ritter. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
And some strong running. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On first down, Harrell. He gets this to Davante Adams. He's still on his feet. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Ritter with it after the play fake. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McCann. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Harrell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Raiders at 8-8 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Harrell. This is caught. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Raiders.
Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here's Ritter. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that is incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Harrell. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Harrell. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up
Here's a 2nd and 5.
at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Off the play fake. Harrell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. They'll look to throw again. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Raiders! From 6 yards away. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Ritter. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raiders heading out to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, fighting off the defender. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Ritter from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. To the air again, it's Ritter. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves, right,
under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Harrell. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On 1st and 10, Harrell escaping the pressure right. Gets through, and now an opening. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harrell. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Harrell. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw, Ritter. Throws right back to London, complete again. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
10 yards on the pickup.
Ritter off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Working from the gun, Ritter. Into the hands of London. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports half. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Looking to throw. Harrell. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players They relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
That is caught by Herbert. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And this pass is caught by London. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down. McCann, and a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Now a 2nd and 6.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCann, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Ritter to throw it. That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First down, here's Ritter. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
Falcons 13.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on first down. Harrell throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tucker. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Harrell. This is caught by Tucker. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 45 yards. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now, ready to take over here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Ritter. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there, and a Falcon first down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
On first down, McCann. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McCann. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Open man is Tucker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Harrell. Able to find the open man. That That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On first down, Harrell. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Looking to throw. Harrell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Operating from the gun, Harrell. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Taken from just outside the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Harold.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw, Harold.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Now Ritter.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. That's to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
And the Raiders have got him. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's got it to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 95 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, so this is a 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they